We've all heard of people who seem to have figured out their life purpose from an early age. They know what they want, they do meaningful work, and they may even be role models we admire. These are the people who seem to glide through life with clarity, direction, and confidence. They always seem to be on the right path, fully aware of their goals and aspirations, and the work they're doing is aligned with their core values. And then, there's the rest of us. There are times when it feels like we're stuck, unsure, and maybe even lost when it comes to understanding what we're truly meant to do. But why is it that some people can easily find their life purpose, while others seem to be endlessly searching, trying to make sense of where they're supposed to go next, or what they're supposed to be doing? It can sometimes feel frustrating, like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of searching, trying different things, and still not finding that elusive sense of purpose. What's even more perplexing is that, for some people, everything just seems to click. They find their purpose early on and stick to it, while for others, it's a constant struggle. So, what is it that makes the difference between those who seem to have it all figured out and those who continue to wonder where they fit into the grand scheme of things? In this video, we're going to explore why this difference exists and dive deep into the factors that influence how some people are able to find their life purpose with ease, while others might feel as though they're wandering through life aimlessly. We'll uncover the emotional, psychological, and environmental aspects that play a role in shaping how we perceive our purpose in life. The truth is, everyone has their own journey when it comes to discovering their life's purpose. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's not always a straight path. It can take time, and sometimes even the smallest of steps can lead to big realizations. By understanding what factors may be holding you back or pushing you forward in this quest, you'll be able to better navigate your own journey towards self-discovery. We'll talk about the psychological state that can either help or hinder us in finding clarity, the role that environment plays in shaping our beliefs about ourselves and our purpose, and how life experiences, both good and bad, can help us grow into the people we're meant to become. What you'll learn here isn't just about finding a career or job that you love, but about discovering a deeper sense of fulfillment and understanding of who you truly are. It's about connecting with what drives you, what excites you, and what aligns with your values. If you've ever found yourself wondering why some people seem to effortlessly follow their passion while you're still figuring it out, you're not alone. This video is for anyone who's felt lost or uncertain, and for anyone who's on the path to finding their true calling. Whether you've been searching for a long time or just beginning your journey, we're going to shed light on the reasons behind these differences and provide some insight on how you can start moving closer toward the life purpose that's waiting for you. Now, before we dive in, I want to ask you to take a moment to engage with this video. If this topic resonates with you and you find it helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with anyone who might benefit from this discussion. We all know how important it is to feel supported on our journeys, and sometimes the best way to get that support is by sharing resources with those who need them most. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. There's so much more we'll be exploring in this space, and you won't want to miss the valuable insights we'll be sharing along the way. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's topic, finding your life's purpose. One of the most significant factors that determine why some people can easily find their life purpose, while others struggle with it, lies deeply within their emotional and psychological state. You might have noticed that some individuals seem to effortlessly navigate through life, confidently pursuing their goals with a clear sense of purpose. They know exactly what they want, and more importantly, why they want it. On the other hand, there are others who, despite their hard work, just can't seem to find that same sense of clarity and direction. What makes the difference between these two groups of people? It all comes down to having a strong mental foundation, self-confidence, and high self-awareness. Those who possess these traits are often better equipped to identify their life's purpose more quickly. A solid psychological foundation allows people to understand themselves more deeply, recognize their strengths, and develop the courage to pursue their passions. When you have a clear understanding of who you are and what drives you, you're far more likely to feel a sense of purpose in your life. Self-confidence acts as a kind of inner compass, guiding you toward your goals, while high self-awareness ensures that you're in touch with your true desires and values. Self-awareness, in particular, is crucial. It's the ability to look inward, examine your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and understand why you think, feel, and behave the way you do. People with high self-awareness are more likely to know what makes them happy, what they value, and what kind of impact they want to have on the world. This insight becomes the foundation for their purpose. They're able to look at their life and recognize patterns, identify passions they've always had, and connect the dots to understand where they're meant to go. On the flip side, when someone lacks these psychological qualities or struggles to develop them, it can be a major barrier to discovering their life's purpose. If you're unsure of yourself, constantly doubting your decisions, or unsure of your values, it becomes incredibly challenging to have clarity about your life's direction. People who experience this psychological uncertainty may feel like they're drifting through life without any true sense of meaning. The constant self-doubt or lack of confidence can create a psychological fog, making it nearly impossible to clearly see your purpose. Having a strong mental foundation also plays a role in how you face challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and while some people can view obstacles as opportunities for growth, others may see them as signs that they're on the wrong path. Those who have a solid psychological foundation are more likely to stay resilient in the face of adversity. They don't let setbacks define them or derail their purpose. Instead, they see each challenge as part of their journey, an experience that will eventually lead them closer to their true purpose. If you're watching this right now, I want you to pause for a moment and think about your own emotional and psychological state. How often do you feel confident in your decisions? How often do you question yourself or feel uncertain about the path you're on? The truth is, emotions like self-doubt, anxiety, or a lack of self-belief can significantly hinder your ability to see what truly matters in life. When your mind is clouded with doubt, it's difficult to have the mental clarity required to make important decisions or take meaningful action. Self-doubt is one of the most common emotional obstacles we face. It can hold us back from pursuing what we really want because we fear failure, rejection, or judgment. We might question our abilities, wondering if we're good enough or capable enough to achieve our goals. This lack of belief in ourselves often causes us to doubt our worth and, by extension, the possibility of finding our life's purpose. When you constantly question your value, it becomes hard to believe that you deserve to find fulfillment or that you are worthy of achieving your dreams. Anxiety is another emotional state that can wreak havoc on your ability to find purpose. When you're constantly worried about the future or overwhelmed by the present, it can be difficult to focus on what's truly important. Anxiety can paralyze you, preventing you from making decisions or moving forward with confidence. When you're caught up in a constant state of worry, it's hard to see beyond your fears and gain the clarity needed to discover your life's purpose. The constant stress of not knowing where you're headed can make it feel like you're wandering aimlessly, with no clear path in sight. Furthermore, a lack of self-belief can leave you feeling lost and directionless. If you don't believe that you can achieve something meaningful in life, you may never take the necessary steps to pursue your passions. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle of doubt and hesitation, where each decision feels overwhelming and every step forward seems like an uphill battle. Without self-belief, it becomes incredibly difficult to take the risks necessary to discover your purpose. You might find yourself stuck in a safe yet unfulfilling routine, afraid to break free and pursue something greater. An unstable psychological state can cause you to feel disconnected from yourself and your life's purpose. When you're mentally and emotionally unbalanced, you may feel like you're not living authentically, like you're simply going through the motions of life without ever truly living. This disconnect can lead to frustration, dissatisfaction, and a sense of emptiness, which can further fuel the feeling that you don't have a clear purpose. It's as if you're searching for something meaningful but can't seem to find it, because the internal emotional barriers are too strong to overcome. In contrast, when your psychological state is strong and balanced, you're better able to focus on what really matters to you. Your mind is clear, your emotions are in check, and you're more in tune with your inner self. This allows you to make decisions based on your true desires, rather than being clouded by fear, doubt, or anxiety. A stable emotional and psychological state creates the mental space you need to discover your purpose, embrace your potential, and take meaningful steps toward a fulfilling life. If you've ever faced feelings of uncertainty, doubt, or anxiety on your journey to finding your purpose, you're not alone. Many people experience these same challenges, and it's important to acknowledge that overcoming them is part of the process. If you've struggled with any of these emotions, I encourage you to leave a like and comment below about the challenges you've faced. Let's start a conversation about how we can overcome these barriers together. And if you think this video could help someone else who's going through similar struggles, don't forget to share it with them. Sometimes, simply knowing that others are experiencing the same challenges can make all the difference. Together, we can support each other in finding clarity and strength on the journey to discovering our life's purpose. The environment you grew up in plays a crucial role in whether or not you're able to find your life purpose. Our upbringing, the values instilled in us, and the social environment around us often shape the way we perceive the world and our place in it. Think about the kind of household you were raised in. Was it a place where creativity was encouraged, where you were free to explore your interests? Or was it a place where certain paths were expected of you? The family and society you grew up in can have a profound influence on whether you feel empowered to pursue your true purpose, or whether you find yourself stuck in a role that doesn't truly resonate with who you are. Those who were raised in an environment that supports creativity, freedom, and open-minded thinking tend to have an easier time finding their path in life. They grow up feeling that their ideas are valuable, that they have the ability to pursue their passions without judgment, and that they are encouraged to develop their unique talents. If you were surrounded by people who celebrated your individuality, you may have felt more empowered to explore different paths and consider different options for your future. When you are raised in an environment that nurtures curiosity and self-expression, it's easier to connect with your inner self and follow a path that is authentic to who you are. On the other hand, those who were raised in more limiting environments might find it more challenging to discover their purpose. If you were taught to prioritize certain expectations over your own desires, or if you were discouraged from exploring alternative paths, it may be difficult to step out of the box and start exploring what truly matters to you. This could be due to societal pressures, family expectations, or even cultural norms that shape your understanding of success and fulfillment. Growing up in an environment where your choices were limited, or where there was little room for exploration, can make it harder to find your true calling. You may feel as though you are walking a path that others have laid out for you, rather than one that feels aligned with your true self. For example, if you were raised in a family where academic success was the only value placed on you, you may have felt pressured to pursue a career in medicine or law, even if that wasn't what you were passionate about. Similarly, if your family held specific religious or cultural beliefs, you might have been guided down a certain path without the opportunity to explore your own values and interests. This can cause you to doubt your purpose or feel disconnected from what would bring you fulfillment. It's not uncommon for people raised in these environments to find themselves at a crossroads in adulthood, questioning what they truly want out of life, feeling lost or uncertain about their path. However, the good news is that recognizing how your environment has shaped you is the first step toward taking control of your own narrative. You don't have to let your past or the expectations placed upon you define your future. If you're aware of how your upbringing may have influenced your perception of yourself and your purpose, you can begin to shift your mindset and start cultivating an environment that supports your growth, creativity, and personal discovery. You can break free from old patterns and begin creating a new path that resonates with your true desires and aspirations. Another key element that plays a massive role in helping you find your life purpose is your life experiences. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, and the challenges we face along the way can teach us invaluable lessons about ourselves. It's easy to assume that only the positive experiences shape who we are, but in reality, it's often the hardships, the failures, and the challenges that teach us the most about our own strength, resilience, and capabilities. Think about your own life, the challenges you've faced, the obstacles you've overcome. These experiences are part of what shapes your understanding of the world, of your place in it, and of what truly matters to you. People who have gone through difficult times, who have had to fight for their dreams, or who have faced setbacks and failures, often develop a stronger sense of purpose as a result. These experiences force you to look inward, to question what's truly important to you, and to identify what you're willing to fight for. For example, someone who has faced the loss of a loved one may come to realize the fleeting nature of life, inspiring them to seek a deeper meaning and purpose. Similarly, someone who has experienced financial hardship may discover the importance of financial independence and a desire to help others in similar situations. Life's challenges often bring us face to face with our own limitations and weaknesses, but they also allow us to uncover our strengths, our resilience, and our ability to adapt. When you face adversity, you learn what you're capable of, and this knowledge can help you identify what truly brings you fulfillment. People who have had diverse life experiences, particularly those who have stepped outside their comfort zones, are often better at recognizing their own value and purpose. When you push yourself to try new things, to meet new people, or to explore different perspectives, you open yourself up to a wealth of learning and personal growth. These experiences allow you to expand your understanding of yourself and the world, making it easier to identify your true passions and desires. It's easy to fall into a routine, to stick to what's familiar, but real growth often happens when you step into the unknown. The discomfort of stepping outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens. You might not have all the answers, but every new experience you have can help you uncover new insights about who you are and what you want out of life. It's through these challenges that you gain clarity, refine your values, and get closer to understanding your life's purpose. Sometimes, it's the failures that teach us the most. Failure is often seen as a negative experience, but in reality, it's an essential part of growth. Every time you fail, you learn something about yourself and about the world around you. Failure teaches you resilience, adaptability, and persistence. It teaches you that setbacks are not the end, but rather a stepping stone toward finding your true path. The people who are willing to fail, to risk, and to try again are the ones who eventually discover their purpose. Failure doesn't mean you're not on the right path. It simply means that you're learning, growing, and evolving. Our environment definitely shapes us a lot. It influences the way we see the world, our potential, and our role in it. But it's also important to recognize that life experiences and challenges are key in shaping our sense of purpose. They push us to question, to grow, and to evolve into the people we are meant to be. If you've ever felt like your environment or past experiences have shaped your purpose, whether positively or negatively, share this video as a reminder to those around you about the importance of a positive environment and the role of challenges in personal growth. We all have the power to shape our own narrative and to create the life we desire, but it starts with recognizing how our past has influenced us and taking the steps to create a supportive, empowering environment for ourselves moving forward. Let's keep the conversation going and remind each other that the road to discovering our life's purpose is not a straight path. It's a journey filled with challenges, but it's in those challenges that we find our true strength. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and share it with someone who might need a reminder that their environment and life experiences have the power to shape their purpose. Together, we can support each other on the journey to self-discovery. Self-awareness is, without a doubt, one of the most important factors that help you find your life's purpose. It's the foundation upon which everything else builds. If you don't know who you are, it's incredibly difficult to know what you truly want or where you're supposed to go. Self-awareness allows you to understand your own emotions, behaviors, and thought patterns, which helps you navigate your life with intention. It's the ability to look inward and assess what makes you tick, what excites you, what brings you peace, and what drives you to be the person you are. Without this clarity, you can easily get lost in the noise of external influences and the expectations placed upon you by others. People who take the time to explore themselves deeply, to uncover their passions, values, strengths, and even their weaknesses, often have a much clearer sense of direction when it comes to life's purpose. The journey of self-discovery is ongoing and can take many forms. It might involve reflecting on your past experiences, understanding how they've shaped you, and looking at your present situation with a critical eye. It's also about acknowledging your desires, your dreams, and your aspirations, and then assessing whether your current actions align with them. When you take the time to truly understand who you are, you gain a sense of clarity that allows you to move forward with purpose. Self-awareness isn't just about knowing what you like and dislike. It's about understanding your values, what you stand for, and what drives you to make the decisions you do. This deeper level of awareness can guide you when you're faced with difficult decisions, or when you're unsure about which path to take. For example, if you value creativity but find yourself stuck in a job that doesn't allow for self-expression, self-awareness will push you to explore other options that align better with your values. Similarly, if you know that you're passionate about helping others, your self-awareness can direct you toward a career in service or social impact. Moreover, being self-aware also means recognizing your limitations and understanding areas in which you may need to grow. Nobody is perfect, and it's essential to embrace your flaws in the process of self-discovery. It's not about being flawless, but about understanding where you can improve and seeking to grow in those areas. When you accept yourself, both the strengths and the weaknesses, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with your authentic self. This deep understanding of yourself becomes your guiding compass, helping you chart your course in life. Self-awareness also opens the door to greater emotional intelligence, which is essential in finding your purpose. When you're able to regulate your emotions, recognize your emotional triggers, and understand how your emotions impact your behavior, you can make decisions from a place of calm and clarity, rather than being swept away by impulsive reactions or anxiety. Emotional intelligence allows you to approach life with a sense of balance and confidence, helping you navigate the ups and downs of the journey to finding your life's purpose. While self-awareness is incredibly important, it's also essential to recognize that finding your purpose is not solely about introspection. Relationships with others, whether they are family, friends, mentors, or even colleagues, play a significant role in helping you see your life's purpose more clearly. We all need the support and perspective of others, especially when we're navigating the complexities of personal growth. Sometimes, our own vision can be clouded by doubts, fears, or uncertainties. In these moments, the people around us can offer insights and guidance that help us break through the mental fog and see things from a different perspective. Family and close friends can be some of the most influential people in your journey towards self-discovery. They know you well, and they can often see things in you that you might overlook. For instance, a friend who knows you deeply may recognize your natural talent for teaching or leadership, even when you've never considered it yourself. Family members might remind you of experiences or qualities from your past that shaped who you are today. They can also provide emotional support and encouragement when you're feeling uncertain about your path, reminding you of your strengths and pushing you to keep going when times get tough. Sometimes our family and friends may be our greatest critics, but this can also be a form of support. Constructive criticism, when given with love and care, can help us grow and become more self-aware. While it's essential to trust yourself, it's also important to be open to feedback from those who genuinely care about your well-being. These relationships can offer a sounding board, helping you think more deeply about your choices and the direction in which you're heading. Mentors also play a pivotal role in the journey of self-discovery. A mentor is someone who has walked a path similar to the one you're on and can offer valuable guidance based on their own experiences. Mentors can provide wisdom, insight, and advice that help you make better decisions and avoid common mistakes. They often act as a mirror, reflecting back to you the potential they see in you. When you're struggling to figure out what your purpose is, a mentor can offer perspective and help you find your bearings. They can ask the tough questions that challenge you to think more critically about what you really want out of life and whether your current path aligns with your goals. Relationships with others also offer a sense of belonging and connection that is essential to the human experience. We are social creatures, and having a supportive network can help you feel less isolated as you work toward discovering your life's purpose. Having people who believe in you, encourage you, and push you to be the best version of yourself can make all the difference in your journey. In fact, Some people find their purpose not in isolation, but through their relationships with others. It's in the giving and receiving of love, the sharing of ideas, and the learning from one another that we often find our true calling. Support from others also comes in the form of accountability. When you share your goals and aspirations with others, you invite them to hold you accountable for making progress. Whether it's a mentor checking in on you or a friend reminding you to stay true to your goals, accountability helps you stay focused and motivated. It encourages you to take consistent action toward your purpose, even when the road gets tough. The support you receive from others can serve as a constant reminder that you're not in this journey alone. If you're on the path to self-discovery, take some time to reflect on your own relationships and the role they play in your journey. Are there people in your life who help you see things more clearly? Are you open to receiving support and feedback from those around you? It's essential to surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you as you work toward discovering your life's purpose. Take time to explore yourself, and don't hesitate to share this video with others who may also be searching for their own path. The more we support each other in our journeys, the more we can grow and learn together. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on self-growth and personal development. Together, we can explore deeper insights into our lives and continue the journey of self-discovery. So, why is it that some people can easily find their life purpose, while others seem to struggle, unsure of where to go or what to do next? As we've explored throughout this video, the answer lies in a combination of several key factors: emotions, psychological state, environment, and self-awareness. These elements shape the way we perceive the world and our place in it, and they play an integral role in helping us uncover what truly drives us. One of the most powerful aspects of finding your life's purpose is understanding the emotional and psychological foundation from which you operate. If you're able to build a solid emotional base, filled with self-confidence and self-awareness, you're more likely to find clarity in your purpose. On the other hand, if your emotions are clouded by self-doubt, anxiety, or uncertainty, it can become much harder to gain that clarity. But it's important to understand that emotions are not set in stone. They can be worked through, and with time, you can build a more resilient emotional state that will support you in discovering your true path. Additionally, the environment you grew up in has a significant impact on your ability to find purpose. If you were raised in an environment that nurtured creativity, freedom, and self-expression, it may have been easier for you to recognize your purpose early on. However, if you were raised in a more restrictive environment, it may have been harder for you to even consider that you could have a different path. The good news is that you don't have to be defined by the environment you were born into. It's never too late to shift your mindset and create a new environment for yourself, one that supports your growth and helps you connect with your purpose. Another important factor is the life experiences you go through. Challenges, hardships, and failures, while difficult in the moment, can be some of the greatest teachers. They help shape who you are, and each lesson learned brings you closer to understanding what truly matters in your life. Life experiences push you to grow, to adapt, and to evolve, all of which are essential steps toward discovering your purpose. Even when life doesn't go according to plan, those bumps in the road can redirect you toward a path that better aligns with who you're meant to be. Lastly, self-awareness plays a critical role. The more you take the time to understand yourself, your passions, values, strengths, and even your weaknesses, the clearer your sense of purpose will become. It's not always an easy journey, but it's one that's worth taking. Discovering who you truly are beneath the surface will guide you toward the path that's right for you. Remember, finding your life's purpose isn't something that happens overnight. It's an ongoing process that unfolds over time. Everyone's journey is different, and just because you might not have all the answers today, doesn't mean you're not on the right track. If you've already begun the process of self-discovery, of introspection, and of seeking out what aligns with your true self, then you're already moving in the right direction. And that's something to be proud of. As you move forward on your journey, it's important to remember that finding your life purpose is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. It's a path that requires patience, dedication, and sometimes the willingness to embrace uncertainty. There will be moments of doubt, moments of confusion, and moments when you may feel like you're not making progress. But don't let those moments discourage you. Every step you take, even the small ones, brings you closer to discovering your true purpose. The key is to stay open to the process and trust that your journey will unfold exactly as it's meant to. Be kind to yourself along the way. Understand that it's okay to not have all the answers and that life is a process of continual discovery. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep moving forward with the belief that your purpose is waiting for you to uncover it. If this video has helped you in any way, or if you think it could support someone else on their journey, don't forget to like it, share it with someone who might benefit from hearing this message, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue exploring more topics on personal development together. We'll be diving into more aspects of growth, self-discovery, and purpose in future videos, so make sure you're subscribed so you never miss out. Remember, the journey of finding your life's purpose is as important as the destination itself. Keep exploring, stay true to yourself, and know that every step you take is bringing you closer to living the life you were meant to live.